שלום, טסטינג, האם הכל עובד? הכל נראה לי שעובד. רק רגע. אוקיי, הכל עובד די טוב. קצת עשיתי ג'אמפסקר לעצמי. אבל, היי, מה אפשר לעשות בלי סתם ג'אמפסקרים לעצמי? אז כן, הגיע הזמן שנתקדם סוף כל סוף קצת. עבר כמעט שבוע מאז ששיחקתי בזה. אבל היי, כזה עלינו על המסך הזה. There we go. בואו ניגש לאפולו ג'סטיס טרילוגי בלי שום wasted banter, כי יש דווקא משהו שאני רוצה ממש לבדוק פה, שזה קשור למה שהיה עם פייל, אפשר אפילו להגיד, שהיה לי קודם. אז בואו נראה את זה. בזה שאין אופציה פה לעשות את זה מהר כמו ב-investigations. אז יאללה. הפולו ג'סטיס טרילוגי. פעם קודמת! בדואל דסטיניז. עשיתי את ה-investigations. שהיה בעצם ליטרלי אקווריום. כזה אקווריום פיראטים, כזה. איך אפשר בדיוק לתאר את זה? אין לי שמץ של מושג. אבל היי. הגיע הזמן שאני אגש סוף כל סוף לטרייל, כי באמת, why the fuck not? הגיע הזמן באמת, כי why the fuck not? אז יאללה, בואו נמשיך ב-Turnabout Reclaimed. מצטער שלא צילמתי כמעט שבוע, פשוט זהו, היה כל מיני דברים ש... צצו ולא כזה יצא לי זמן טוב לצלם. anyway, ה-21 ביולי, 9:21 בבוקר, אומייגאד. District Court Defendant Lobby 3. Oh boy, here we go again. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning. אוקיי, מצטער על זה, קצץ לי פה משהו צ'יק צ'ק, כי obviously, מתי זה יהיה ערוץ של שידור חי שבו לא יהיה לי שום interruptions? המצב היחיד רק ממש מאוחר בלילה, או מתי שבאמת אני יכול לעשות את זה כמה שעות בלי בעיות. אבל היי, fuck it, אנחנו כבר פה. Good morning. Cheaper as ever this morning, I see. How does thankful we actually get to have a trial for Orla? As a matter of fact, I just ran a few laps around the courthouse to get extra pumped. And I just splashed my face with some water to get the sleep out of my eyes. Oh, I also queued the swashbuckler video so we can watch it at any time. Oh, okay, תודה רבה. People calling on performance featured Ola, Sasha and Jack as pirates. Thanks. It just might help our case. בוא נראה את זה באמת. אוקיי, זה אנימייטד קצת שעה בהתחלה, יופי.
Morla, you made it just in time. Huh? Bunch of scallywags who are
Okay.
as free as free can be. We swim through storms and waves, all because you see grand treasure and adventures waiting just for me.
השארתי להגיד את הטלפון, אבל לפחות לעשות ברטט. אוקיי. Interesting. Sure. אני זוכר אחד מהדברים שדיברנו קודם בקייס? אני זוכר שזה היה מדובר בקייס, אם אני לא טועה בהתחלה, שבו בעצם לאורלה היה בעצם את הכובע של ג'ק? את הכובע של ג'ק שיפלי, או שאני סתם ממציא את זה עכשיו? שנראה שזה נראה בעצם שזה חלק מההקלטה, אבל אם מסתכלים אחר כך הכובע נעלם. אז כאילו, ויש גם את המוזיקה הזאתי, אני יודע שזה היה רלוונטי, אני זוכר את זה, זה היה מה-investigations. מה-investigations זה היה רלוונטי. אבל היי, לפחות יש לנו אשכרה משהו שאני יכול להסתכל עליו יותר בברור. זה באמת יעזור. בוא נזוז. By the way, you have some serious dark circles. Did you stay up late watching this? What? Me? No, I just woke up early, that's all. I guess I need to cover them up. I ragged it on enough as it is by Prosecutor Blackwell. Speaking of being pumped, I'm pretty fired up for this trial too. It's been a while. That explains why your hair is spikier than usual. Obviously. I mean, look at it! It's all super pokey and prickly and stuff. It's amazing! That was a compliment, right? Come on. Oh! Oh, Scottish Pearl Ball! Oh my god. Good luck, Mr. Nick. I'll be cheering you on from the gallery. Thanks, Sparrows. It's been so long, I'm actually a little nervous. Oh, God! Good morning, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, Mr. Rhymes. You came to watch the trial? Yeah. Sasha's back at the aquarium of the Orca. So I thought I'd better come here to watch for her. Oh. Well, don't you worry. We're going to win for Orla. Is that right, boss? Probably. Right. One unprecedented trial coming right up. כן, מה שזה אומר, כנראה בגלל שזה כאילו אוף סקריפט. יאללה. ה-21 ביולי, 9:30 בבוקר, דיסטיקור קוטרו מספר 4. Let's get this party started! Go! Hey, Blackwell. Oh boy! איך התגעגעתי לעשות את זה? Court is now in session for the trial of Aura Shipley. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Must we waste words on this? Prosecutor Simon Blackwell, known as the Twisted Samurai, is a prosecutor who is also a convicted felon. They say he never conducts a trial on his loyal Hawk Taco by his side. Mr. Wright, it's been quite a while since I've seen you like that. The lawyer image suits you. You look younger somehow. They got a costume? Thank you, Your Honor. And you look as young as ever yourself. Well, I have to keep up with you folks after all. By the way, has the defendant arrived in court yet? Surely you jest your boldness. Did you not receive the memo? The defendant, Aura Shipley, is an orca at Ship Shape Aquarium. An orca? Yep, we're back to this. Arrangements for this trial were only made yesterday, so I didn't have time to review. But an orca as a defendant? It's patently absurd. Direct your comment to the defense. He's the upset fellow who insists on defending the orca in court in the first place. Sir or not, I will carry out my duty to defend my client. Your duty to defend your crying aunt? Don't you mean your crying orca, Mr. Wright? A client. Whatever. If we are to proceed, we must treat the orca as we would any other defendant. Every soul, be it of man or beast, is of equal value. The question is whether that soul is painted in black or white. Take Taka, for example. He is as human in spirit as you or I. Okay. The real question is, am I in for more pain? As always. Orca or not, I suppose the defendant is still the defendant. So the defendant is still the defendant, det vill säga defendant. And I vow to render my verdict fairly and impartially. אני שמח שבתם עליו יוצא בסדר, אני זוכר שקודם היה באגים, נראה שתיקנתי את זה, שזה טוב. Now then, Prosecutor Blackwell, your opening statement, if you would. No, לא אוהב לעשות את זה קודם. I suppose I can hardly leave it to someone who knew nothing of the defendant. Very well. Listen carefully. The orca murdered the owner of Ship-Shape Aquarium in the aquarium's orca pool. The orca apparently toyed with the victim mercilessly as he died. A sadistic orca. What a chilling thought. כן, הנה, יש את הקוין. יש את המטבע שאומר בעצם אחרת, כאילו... אני לא בטוח בדיוק איך יוצא בעצם במצב של שכבות בדם לבין מים. כי אני כן יכול להגיד שיש סיכוי לא קטן שזה בעצם מטבע שבעצם היה בעצם על הרצפה והיה שם אדם. גם אפילו שכן, מצאנו אותו בחוץ. היו כמה שהיו בעצם למטה, אז השאלה שלי עד כמה בעצם יש בעצם את הדם בתוך אקווריום של אורלה. אז כאילו, זה יוצא את המצב של האם בעצם זה יוצא בעצם בשכבות או שזה בעצם מתערבב עם המים. רוב הסיכויים זה מתערבב עם המים, אז יותר קשה לראות את זה. אבל היי, לפחות שהיה לנו סיבה לגשת לטריאל in the first place. Sadistic oral. Orca, what a chilling thought. Hey, where exactly is this defendant now? Inside this. בטלפון? זה דווקא נראה טלפון הרבה יותר מודרני מאשר מקודם, אבל זה עדיין ישן. ב-Investigations, ליטרלי היה טלפון שהוא חצי מחשב, אז כאילו, חצי טאבלט, חצי טלפון, אז כאילו... מה קרה פה? Cell phone, Prosecutor Blackwell? Time marches on, your boldness, with or without us. I borrowed this TV phone from the aquarium, which will allow us to interact with the orca. A TV phone? Very well. The court accepts it into evidence. Okay. Sure, I guess. We will be able to view the defendant in question on this large monitor. Fulbright, prepare for transmission. You got it, Prosecutor Blackwell. Oh boy. Hi. Ooh, that okay, interesting. We'll proceed with the defendant on telecast. Now that is the Orca that stands accused, is it? Aw, she's waving her flipper at us. Maybe she's cheering us on. Orla! Wish Phoenix and Athena luck! Oh, it's quite cute, isn't it? And this adorable creature is suspected of killing a man. Orla's really pouring on the charm, huh? She is far from cute. She's a violent, reckless animal. That's right. The name's Bobby Fulbright, and I'll take over the explaining from here. Now, if I could direct your attention to this diagram of the crime scene. Following the report of an Orca attack, we, the police, raced over to Shipshape Aquarium. There, we found a guest who said she saw the Orca and the victim from the visitors' corridor. As the witness was watching, the Orca suddenly went crazy and attacked the victim. The Orca was the only one there, therefore no one else could have committed the crime. It's not quite finished, but I have a portion of the autopsy report here. Good enough for me! Instant death from a brain contusion. There are signs of blunt force trauma all over the body. Okay. I can't imagine the terror of being attacked underwater by such a large creature. But attack it did. Prepare yourself for the grisly details, your boldness. The prosecution moves to introduce our witness. Fulbright. Oh. You got it, Prosecutor Blackwell. In justice we trust. One brave lady whose fine sense of justice compelled her to speak. Coming right up. Oh my god, let's just have Fulbright, yes. Our witness. Hello. Ken, Norman the Plume. How dare you make me wait? Don't you know I'm a busy woman? I could have read an entire book for the time I spent in that lobby. Prosecutor Blackwell? Well... I am Norman the Plume, and I am a non-fiction writer. Am I the only one who isn't telepathic here? Looks like she can read into people's words just as well as I can read into people's hearts. Not everything needs to be a competition, Athena. What? Norma de Plume? The great non-fiction writer, Miss Norma de Plume herself? I've read all of your works and enjoyed them immensely. Your million seller, The Great Grief of the Great Thief, is one of my favorites. למה זה מזכיר לי את היד הגרוסו? יש סיכוי שזה קשור לקייפר. Oh, you're fine, Your Honor. I could give you my autograph if you'd like. Wait a second. I could swear you looked much different in the photos in your book. Well, I used once from 10 years ago in my book so that the paparazzi won't harass me. חכם, האמת. זה דווקא די חכם. The judge seems so shocked. The visual disc must really be doing a number on his honor's head. Could we get started, please? If I find you to be lacking as a judge, you will see your debut in my books. Such harsh comments. Really must be the real Norman de Plume. Who knew Mr. Plume was so famous? Enough jabbering! Tell the court what you saw and keep it brief. I would thank you to not order me around. I am perfectly willing to tell everyone what I witnessed. It was the moment of the murder. Very well then. Please proceed with your testimony. Yeah. The moment of the murder. I went to Ship Aquarium to see the killer whale. As I was watching the killer whale from the visitor's corridor, it suddenly went crazy. I saw the killer whale bite the victim to death with its huge mouth and deadly teeth. Attempting to remain calm, I reported the incident to the police immediately. Okay. The adorable defendant really did all that? It must be much more vicious than he looks. Now, deliver your judgment so I may carry out the sentence.
Objection!
What? No, fuck off. The defense would like to do some defending first, if that's alright. Must you drag this out with your tomfoolery?
Hold it!
The defense always has the right to cross-examine the witness, you know? A fellow inmate told me just this morning. If you want something signed, all you need is the document and the witness. Let me guess. They were convicted for contract fraud, right? All we need in this case is the evidence and the witness to convict. It's as simple as that. Looks like I guessed right. Sorry, but as Misek said, the defense has every right to cross-examine. Isn't that correct, Your Honor? Yes, of course. You may proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. I shall relish the sight of you tarnishing around in vain. Okay, sure, I guess. Let's go. I did the aquarium to see the whale. As I was watching the whale from the visitor's corridor, it suddenly went crazy. I saw the whale bite the victim to death with its huge mouth. Attempting to remain calm, I reported the incident to the police. Obviously, חייב לעשות פה פרסים. That had time of death. Under investigation, okay. And time of death. אבל כן יש את זה. אין time of death אבל יש את זה. אפשר לעשות objection. זה ליטרלי לא מה שמראים בסקיוריטי פוטאג'.
Objection!
לא, אוקיי. אוקיי. זה היה טסט בכל מקרה. זה לא באמת היה רציני. אוקיי. אז עוד שנקר... Son of a crazy.
Hold it!
The Orca suddenly went crazy, did she? Yes, it took a look at me, and then all at once it started going berserk. Did you do anything to make her angry? I did not nothing more than simply glare at it from the visitors corridor. She glared at Orla? And that's what caused her to go berserk.
Objection!
The reason the offender went mad is not the issue here. Only what she did once she entered that state. In any case, the killer whale began behaving wildly in front of my very eyes. And then I saw the killer bite the victim.
Hold it!
So you're saying you saw the very moment of the victim's death? That is exactly what I'm saying. Oh, it was simply dreadful. It was as frightening as losing one's manuscript just before a deadline. Oh boy, love manuscript too. I suppose for a writer that would be pretty terrifying. I witnessed the killer whale's horrific act, and I knew I had to do something, so I called the police. אולי השאלה הראשית כאן זה למה בעצם מבא כזה גם? Why do you want to see the orca? Well, it is the featured attraction of the aquarium after all. Why waste energy on such tripe? There's but one attraction, Ship Aquarium, that is worth anyone's time. And that is the penguins. Isn't that right, Taka, my friend? Alright then. I guess Prosper Blackwell is for the birds. I guess you should jot that down. Note to self. Prosper Blackwell's on Team Rifle. Note to self, Muscaliat Emma. Kilo Bill Eyes from the Ashes. Oh! Birds on the brain for preparing pressing the plume and listening to Blackwell's take. Oh! And let's talk about the achievement! Nah, אני עושה save לרגע. אני עושה רגע save. No fucking way שאני אשכרה קיבלתי achievement על זה. אשכרה, no way! ואם מי שלא מבין את הרמיפיקיישנס של האצ'ימנטים כאן, זה אומר שזה פשוט רק optional stuff. על הלא-הול. לא-הול, damn it, fuck. accolades. אוקיי, עדיין יש משהו על אפיסוד 4. Doesn't the problem saying the black will take on what ought to be the feature check on the special episode of... Oh my god, no! No way! אוקיי! זה קצת מצחיק מבחינת אצ'יבמנטים. אוקיי. אוקיי, זה היה ממש מטורף. לא ציפיתי שאני אקבל אצ'יבמנטים, אני אפילו לא חשבתי, אני אפילו לא הסתכלתי על האצ'יבמנט. או לפחות באופן רציני. And so you went to see the orca in its tank. Yes, that's right. As I was watching the killer whale from the car, that's a little bit crazy. As the killer, the thief, detective remained calm, reported the police immediately to police. אין שום סיבה להגיד שזה בעצם אין contradiction. אז זהו שאני... אולי הברזר. ה-going crazy slash ברזר יכול להיות אולי מפקודה. כי הרי אי אפשר לשמוע שם שום דבר, זה חזק רק בשביל האורקה, אבל לא בשביל האנשים. לא. אוקיי. אולי התמונה מזה שבאופן מטומטם לא יוצא ממנו דם מאיפה שנראה בעצם איפה שהוא נאכל. אם זה בעצם סימנים של האכילה של אורלה, אז זה אומר שזה...
Objection!
לא? יש גם סיכוי שזה פשוט פרס להכל.
Hold it!
Why were the police the first ones you contacted? ברה, זה היה מטומטם. I was afraid if I told the aquarium staff, they might try to cover it up. Of course, I immediately told aquarium security after my call to the police. I believe I deserve praise for my swift decision-making skills under pressure. Mr. Bloom is the most assertive witness I've ever seen. We'll do our best to look like big shot lawyers if we want to match her. If we want to match her intensity. Mr. Bloom, I praise your swift decision-making skills under pressure. I was more kiss up than big shot. Oh my god. Nick. I suppose it wasn't realistic to expect big shot from Mr. Wright. A bluff master. How fitting for a small fry to praise a big shot. How about cutting this small fry some slack, you big meanies? The important thing here is, did you really see the moment of the murder? You're ready to go, aren't you, Mr. Wright? I see it in your eyes, and in your heart. I guess I really am a lawyer at heart. האם באמת הייתה את המומנט of the murder? אז אתה מדבר על זה. אולי undetermined לפי האוטופסי report? או שזה security footage? או לא, עשיתי לי security footage קודם. עשיתי את זה. אוטופסי אני מנחש.
Objection!
Okay. It would seem that you are mistaken, Mr. Plume. I beg your pardon? The autopsy report does indeed say they're thought to be a result of an orca attack. But the actual cause of death is contusion from the head trauma, not being beaten. What? But I'm sure the victim was beaten. כן, אפשר לראות את זה בתמונה שלו, זה היה... זה כנראה הסימנים האלה, זה בעצם האורקה. זה כנראה אורה. I don't believe that can be true. The security footage doesn't show anything of the kind.
Objection!
Just as I suspected. I know you would pick at the footage behind Fulbright's back. Oh, what did you expect when he wouldn't play nice and share? But, unfortunately for you, the footage was only one small part. Huh? Yesterday, after I decided to take this case to trial, I reviewed all of the evidence. Taka, the evidence I gave to you for safekeeping. Okay. Ooh. Guess that hawk is higher up on the pecking order than Fulbright in Blackwell's book. Wow. Very well. let's review the footage. אוקיי. זה הצד הזה. ליטרלי הם לוקחים את הראש שלו והופכים אותו ככה, כמו איך שמראים את זה פה. זה אותו הדבר. אוקיי. זה כן היה סימנים של האורקה. What's this? The orca is biting the victim. No way! כן, אבל הוא בא להציל אותה. אז היא באה להציל אותו. I have to say that this appears to be very damning evidence. אוקיי. קצת קשה לראות פה, אבל לא נראה לי שיש לה פה את הכובע. אבל דקה לאחר מכן כן יש לה את הכובע. אני לא מטומטם פה, נכון? רגע, אורלה שם. אוקיי, דבלום כן שמה. לא יודע למה אמרתי אורלה, מתי שדיברתי על נורמה, אבל כן, הנה. Oh! Can't believe Orla really bit him! And there is more! Look at this! This photo was taken while the body was being examined. כן, הנה, זה הסימנים של נשיכה. מה זה? There seems to be a strange bruise on the victim's right wrist. כן, זה זה. Our the crime lab examined the bruise and calculate its relevance to the case at hand. What's about right now is evidence that points to the orca as the killer. Look at the left side of the body. See the orca's tooth marks in the victim's clothes. Yes, they do appear to suggest that the victim did. That she did, in fact, bite the victim. זה היה אפשר גם לראות מהתמונה הקודמת, אבל זה באופן ברור עכשיו. I told you so. And then the killer whale swam up toward the surface with the victim in its mouth.
Objection!
למה שהיא תעשה את זה? However, in the autopsy report, the cause of death is contusion from the head trauma.
Objection!
יש סימן על הראש. You're much too impetuous, right, Dodo? Granted, the orca biting the victim was not the cause of death. The witness was mistaken about that. Now, what explanation is there for what the witness saw? Did I not say in the beginning the orca toyed with the victim mercilessly? My goodness. After killing the victim, the defendant swam around his dead body in her mouth. Just like any other predator toying with its prey. Mr. Wright! The heart of the people in the gallery is suddenly filled with fear. Fear of Orla. Oh, the defendant bit the victim after she had killed him. But if that's the case, then we must still figure out how the defendant killed the victim. Prosecutor Blackwell, do you have a sound theory to give to this court? I wouldn't be standing here if I couldn't prove whether the orca's heart was black or white. But Orla's black and white. Her body, I mean. I think I'll at least try not to provoke Prosecutor Blackwell. יש לי ניסיון של זה של כבר לפחות 4 שנים. בלי קשר לזה שנטשתי קורט ל8, אבל whatever. This witness also observed the actual moment of the murder. Think back, ward mistress. Think back to what you observed before the orca bit the victim. Ah, I see what you're driving at. So that was the true moment of the murder, was it? Now, explain it in a way that even these simpletons can understand. There you go again, ordering me around. Stop that this instant. But whatever. I don't mind telling my story. I saw the killer whale before he toyed with the body as well. I saw the moment it killed the victim by headbutting him. מה שהיה קודם בתמונה. Orla killed the victim by headbutting him? That's right. It rammed the victim over and over again. Recall that the autopsy report stated that there were bruises all over his body. Recall as well how persistent the defendant can be when she is attacking her prey. And we all just saw the killer whale headbutting the victim in the footage, don't forget. That footage backs up Mr. Plume's testimony. But it's also something very important it does not show. But Belt! Now do you see what a menace this killer whale is?
Objection!
I'm sorry, but I can't allow your testimony to stand unchallenged. Looking at this footage, the orca certainly seems to be headbutting something. But you'll know that the something is not the victim. Oh! What? Oh my god! I want to look away, but I can't. Bruh. Even if it was the victim, you couldn't have seen him from where you were, could you? What? Oh, well, I suppose not. Mr. Plume, did you actually witness the victim getting headbutted by the defendant? Ah, let's see. Oh, I remember now. As I recall, a rock in the shape of a skull was obstructing my view. כן. לא אפשר להגיד שהיא פשוט עשה headbutt לזה וזהו. So, are you admitting that you couldn't see the victim? Yes. Yes, I suppose I am. However, immediately after the headbutting, the victim came floating up. He came up from behind the skull-shaped rock and his body was all limp. What else could I think except that the killer whale was headbutting the victim?
Objection!
But if you didn't actually see the moment of the attack itself, then it's pure conjecture.
Objection!
Must I do everything around here? How dare you speak so rudely to me? There's no need for hysterics. Hysteria, okay. No need for hysterics. Clear your mind and recall how you reached your conclusion. Though you couldn't see what the orca was attacking, you didn't need to, did you? Because you knew she was behaving exactly as she had only 1 year prior. Oh! 1 year ago? That's right. Yes, that's it. That's how I knew the killer whale was headbutting the victim. Sorry, but could someone please explain what happened a year ago? If you must know, A very similar incident occurred only last year, in which the defendant murdered her trainer. What? The Orca murdered her trainer, you say? What? Is this really true? This is not looking good for us. It's all in this book. The killer killed well, they normally that book. The killer whale. That's Mr. Bloomslayer's work. I was just thinking of picking that up. Okay, I get it. Oh. Orca kills its trainer. A killer of a whale. Last year, the defendant killed her trainer in the middle of a show. The Orca headbutted and bit the victim. Same thing she's accused of in this case. Oh. The Orca killed 2 people. This thing is Amanda's guilty. I want to go again. I want to go to the beach. Okay. No! Now everyone's even more convinced that Aura did it. Doing so well, but now everyone in the room has a bad impression of Orla. And I want to think she did it. But it's hard to keep on believing in somebody who can't even tell me her side. Phoenix! Athena! You gotta believe in Orla. There's no way she killed anybody. You gotta save her, please. I'm begging you. Sasha? What am I doing telling my client like this? This is the time to be strong. I believe in Orla, and I'm ready to fight for our clients. I'll take everybody in this courtroom on if I have to. Don't you worry, Sasha. We won't give up on Orla. We'll defend her to the very end. Thank you, both of you. We are Orla's lawyers. Who else but us can save her? We can't give up on her now. For an instant there, you were afraid of the Orca, weren't you, right, Donna? When you saw a photograph of the victim from 1 year ago, you turned paler than me. You saw right through me. It's obvious that you have neither the guts nor the determination to defend the Orca. It's true that Orla can't speak and I don't know her thoughts. But there's a certain someone who believes in Orla with all her heart. I respect the trust she has in Orla, so I'm willing to believe in Orla too. And what do you know about orcas? Nothing, that's what. So, allow me to fill you in. Do you have an idea why orcas also called killer whales? Because they are cunning and merciless predators that hunt and kill even true whales. So killer whales really are killers. What terrifying creatures indeed. Oh my god. I can't bear to hear any more of such rubbish as trusting a killer. Can you, your boldness? Let's get a man God about it. No matter what you say, I will continue to believe. I don't give up that easily, you know. Dullard, you don't know when to give up, do you? Very well. I shall give you a chance to prove just how determined you are. Witness. Spare no quarrel and lay the full truth on them. Oh, but of course. That is what I do after all. Prosecutor Blackwell, what will you have the witness testify about? I shall have her testify about what she saw and what she heard. What she heard? Very well, Mr. Bloom. Please tell the court what you saw and what you heard. יעזור דווקא השמיעה, כי יש סיכוי שיש את הקומנט. The killer whale's behavior was exactly the same as a year ago. As I approached the pool, the killer whale suddenly started singing. I was calm when I saw it start to headbutt. I was calm when I... Okay. But when the parrot hat and the victim came floating up, I let out a scream. So the Orca displayed the same behavior as during the incident a year ago. That's right. Those weren't just simple cries. It was singing. As I approached the pool, the killer whale suddenly started singing. It kept headbutting while it sang the swashbuckler spectacular song. That's right. It was singing the same song it sang in the aquarium stage show back then. It was singing while it was headbutting. Oh, it was perfectly horrible. I don't see a single obvious inconsistency in this testimony. It's clear I won't be able to take apart her statements with evidence alone. Mr. Wright, now would be a good time for me to put my skills to work. It's time to show what analytical psychology can really do. You seem pretty confident. Let me guess. You noticed the contradiction between the testimony and her emotions? You bet I did. And once we expose it, we just might be able to crack her. Oh, scratch that. Make it. We'll definitely be able to. And let's give your knowledge of analytical psychology a try. You got it, boss. A complete analysis of Mr. Bloom's heart coming right up. Let's go. Let us begin. Go. Here was the same as 1 year ago. As I approached the pool, the global started singing. It was calm when I saw it start to headbutt. But when the parrot hat and the victim came floating up, I let out a scream. Calm! שני דברים! אחד אמור להיות פחות שוק, שתיים? למה העצב? Mr. Bloom, Orla really frightened you with her headbutting, didn't she? Don't be absurd. I certainly was not frightened by the likes of any killer whale. It must have been something else that scared her then, boss. However, I do remember being very afraid for some reason while it was doing that. It sounds like maybe you saw something we haven't discussed yet. Take your time and try to remember what it was. What did you see? This is practically turning into a counseling lesson. A counseling session, slicha. I saw something. Oh! Ah! I remember now. Wow! Okay, good. Now, if you could please tell the court what you saw. I saw bright red blood. Oh boy. The killer whale's ramming caused the victim to bleed. There was a great cloud of blood. What? Yes, that's it. That's why I was so sure. That's when I knew that the killer whale had killed the person for a second time. Well, that was a very compelling statement indeed. Looking at this again, there does appear to be something that could be a cloud of blood. I guess. אני הייתי קורא לזה עפר, אבל אפשר להגיד את זה כדם, כי זה בשחור לבן משום מה. So her terror was a reaction to blood, was it? I will try to explain what happened yesterday. Oh! היא ראתה את הדם מתי שהיית מטבע. I was badly injured during the interview once. Ever since then, I've been terrified of blood. The very sight of it dreadfully upsets my delicate sensibilities. This is a bad turn. If Mr. Bloom saw blood, then does that mean Orla really did attack the victim? It would appear that orcas are ever more vicious than I am. So, how does it feel to be thoroughly rammed by your own cross-examination, right, Dono? What do we do now, boss? Learning my noise. The testimony was not at all what I expected to hear. Wait a minute. There's still some discord left in Mr. Bloom's heart. Ken, Dono. What? You mean there's more? Yes! But there's no telling what it is. It could be something even more damaging. Fuck it. Is there even anything left of our case to damage? Well, whatever it is, we have to face it head on. Athena, you believe in Orla, right? If so, there's no reason for us to shy away from the truth. Yeah, you're right. I know we can handle the truth, whatever it is. So let's delve a little deeper. You got it, boss. עכשיו שאני חושב על זה, עכשיו שאני באמת חושב על זה. לא היה באמת מצב, זה לא אשכרה מצב שבו יש את קיי ויש את את'ינה, תאורטית באותו הזמן. After it started headbutting, I saw that awful blood and was terrified. But when the pirate hat, the victim came floating up and let out a scream. אני מתלבט בנוגע לגודל של השוק. אני מתלבט על הגודל של השוק. אני מתלבט על הגודל של השוק. לא. נופ. אין מספיק information! אם זה היה אותו דבר כמו 1 year ago, אני רוצה לדעת בעצם מה ההבדל, חוץ מהאנשים. מי זה בכלל זאתי פה? זו הטריינר, כן, אבל מי זו? אין לי גישה אליה פה, בפרופילים. אני רוצה לברר מה הדיפרנסס פה. זה השתנה. אולי למה היא לא כל כך מופתעת? או מתחרפנת? על זה שיש... דם? כן, אוקיי! Huh? A fear appears to lessen here at this statement. Mr. Plume, weren't you afraid when you saw the victim with blood coming out of him? My, that's a very good question. I was shaken after witnessing a murder, yes, but then the blood seemed to disappear. Disappear? And what do you suppose that was? Simple. It was because of the pirate hat. After the killer whale put the hat on, the cloud of blood disappeared.
Objection!
What? And how exactly does that work? How should I know? I'm just telling you what I remember, Blue Boy. Wait a minute. From whom was this blood that Mr. Plume saw actually coming from? אורה? אז לך אורלה? אני אגיד אורלה, כי אורה זה כך. אורלה?
Take that!
Consider this. Maybe the one who was bleeding wasn't the victim. I beg your pardon? What kind of ridiculous nonsense is that? There was no one else in that pool besides the victim. The Orca. Oh, I wouldn't say there was no one else. It is an Orca pool after all. What? There were this alleged injury on the defendant. I'm not sure. But if simply wearing a pirate hat made the blood disappear, then the blood must have been coming from somewhere on Orla's head. What? Oh my god, תפסיקי מאיפה בא הרוח הזה שזז... Oh my god. The Orca's head. What are you prattling about now? Please think about it again, Mr. Plume. Think back to what you really saw. That is... The one who was bleeding was not the victim, but the killer whale. I remember now. There wasn't any blood coming from the victim after all. Love victim, האורקה. Bye-bye. We did it! And the legal security got us what we needed from her. That was a huge help, Athena. It was also pretty dicey for a while, though. Well, this is a surprise. The blood the witness saw was the defendant's, not the victim's. That is correct. And since there was no blood coming from the victim, there's only one thing we can conclude. That what Mr. Plume witnessed was not the moment of the murder as she claims. כן, הנה, יופי.
Objection!
מה? I thought you were unarmed, but it turns out you were concealing your sword all along. זה ה-power of bluff. זה הכוח של הבלופים. Nevertheless, it is too dull to cut to the bone. Meaning? I grant that what the witness saw was not the victim's blood, but it proves nothing. After all, being rammed doesn't always result in a wound that bleeds, does it? אבל יש דם. Death from internal hemorrhaging is also a possibility. No. No. Killer Jack can יש דם. He has a point there. If you wish to challenge me to a duel, you'll need a sharper blade than that, right, Dodo? I demand evidence that proves that the witness did not see the moment of the murder. Must be something. Think, Phoenix? אני בטוח, אני מספיק בטוח שזה בעצם ככה, שזה הדף שלו. I'm correct, and the victim's death occurred before. כי ג'אק היה מציל את עצמו כנראה, אז before. If the victim was already dead when Orla started her headbutting, then that would mean that he died sometime before Mr. Bloom was watching her. The event Mr. Bloom witnessed took place at around 10 a.m. Is there something that can tell us about what happened before? המטבע. עכשיו אפשר להגיד, יש לי מטבע בעצם שיש לו בעצם דם, שרוב הסיכויים שקורה לפני 10 ועשרה. What? Okay, sure, I guess. זה הכי טוב שיש לי. No! אוקיי, אין אופציה לסקיפ, חשבתי שיהיה קצת כאילו לעזוז קדימה ולראות בעצם את הסקשנס. לא, עכשיו לא נגיד את זה. No. My god, that's suspense music! Oh god. מה קרה לפני 10? Walkie-talkie אולי?
Take that!
No. אולי זה? Autopsy report?
Take that!
Nope. Oh my god, אני אעשה brute force כמו fucking investigations. מה קרה לפני 10?
Take that! Take that!
כן, חסר שאני טוען נקודה, וזה לא קורה לפני, אלא זה קורה אחרי. כי לי השאלה אותה, אם זה קורה אחרי, אז למה ג'ק שיפלי לא שחה בעצמו? מה בדיוק קורה איתו?
Take that!
Of course, יש עוד פוטאג'. ברור שיש עוד פוטאג'. השם. I've only seen the footage from 10:09 to 10:10 a.m. Which means there's still footage going further back that we need to check. Your Honor, I request that all of the security footage be played for the court. All of the footage? Mr. Bloom was a cloud of blood at around 10:10 a.m. But I believe the victim was already dead by that time. So, your assertion is that the murder took place before Mr. Bloom's arrival? Exactly. The security camera footage starts at 10 a.m. when the aquarium opened. And I believe there is vital evidence in that 10 minutes before. You're quite the gambling man, right, Dono? Are you honestly willing to risk everything on those mere 10 minutes? A bit on slimmer chances before, but when he puts it that way...
Hold it!
My boss is no coward, Prosecutor Blackwell, so I just suggest you get ready and eat humble pie. Uh-oh, I get back down now. Well, if the defense is that confident in its importance, Prosecutor Blackwell, the security footage. Fulbright. Roger, I have the rest of the security footage right here. Very well. Please play it for the court. Please have something for me. This is what it looked like at 10:10 a.m. The witness can be seen here. Alright. I'll just back the footage up to the beginning now. זז קצת. It appears Mr. Plume hasn't arrived yet at this point. Now to see if I can find something from before this point in time. למה של הכוסה? אין כלום, מה? Is that it? Yep, that's all the footage there is. Well, Mr. Wright, did you see what you were looking for? We got nothing. Oh! And clue! And for victim! Well, right, Dono. And clue as if a victim! Those were the 10 minutes you placed your bet on. Did you see anything of significance? Yes, Dafka. Slicha. And זה רלוונטי. Did I say anything important? I better think about this carefully. In the footage we see זה או something important וזה דבר על הוויקטים או כלום כי הוויקטים לא מופיע. This is the important thing the footage shows. And the victim. Was it all good call yes. אני אעשה רילוד, אני לא בטוח בעצמי. מה אני אגיד? Nothing important. We can see nothing of importance in the footage. Just as I thought. Ha ha ha! You're right about that. That section was completely meaningless. It doesn't show a thing. That's why I didn't submit it as evidence. בדיוק. זה לא מראה שום דבר. איפה victim?
Objection!
No, it's just the opposite. Huh? What do you mean by that? אז כן, זה אמור להיות. אין שום דבר מיוחד. איפה victim? In this 10 minutes of footage, something important that should be there isn't there. Detective Fulbright, this footage should have been submitted as evidence. What? Are you questioning the way I carry out my duty to justice? Mr. Wright, explain yourself, please, and the victim. What is this important thing that you say should be in the footage but isn't? Shipley.
Take that!
The important thing in this footage is the victim himself, Jack Shipley. I don't know about you, but I didn't see him get in the pool in that footage. Oh. Ah, that's right! If the victim was not shown entering the pool in this footage, it means that he must have been there by the skull rock during those 10 minutes. But no human can hold their breath underwater for that long. Wait a minute. Are you saying? Ukvamet. When the security camera started up at 10 a.m., the victim was already dead. What? תודה רבה. סוף כל סוף. Wow. Order. Order in the court. If that's the case, then when was the victim murdered? לפני 10. I don't know, Your Honor. But now we know it had to have been sometime before 10 a.m. Therefore, this footage can no longer be called decisive evidence against my client. But there is no one else who could have killed the victim. Not necessarily. The defense believes the true culprit may have been human. And we have evidence to back up our theory as well. Do you now? I will be very interested in seeing this evidence. Defendant's trump card. That thing we found during our investigation. עכשיו רוצים להראות את זה. I wouldn't go so far as to call it decisive, but now is the time to play it. Now's the time to play it. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please submit your evidence. What evidence shows that a crime may have committed by a human? Oh my god.
Take that!
What's this? A coin? Yes, a fake coin used in the aquarium's pirate show. We found it beside the pool. This coin is quite possibly the real murder weapon. This tiny little coin is the murder weapon. Mr. Right, this is another one of your bluffs. As they say, the bolder the presentation, the less confident this solicitor. I guess. This is no bluff, and this isn't the only coin. There are 300 of these coins in all, weighing in total of about 7 pounds. This one just happens to have blood on it. Did you have the blood analyzed to see whose it is? No. Not yet. But there were coins scattered all around the body, and the victim had a head wound. Taking these things into account, I believe it has to be the victim's blood. So, to put it together, we have about 7 pounds of coins by the side of the pool. One of them with a blood stain on it. I think that is pretty clear here. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the victim was killed beside the pool. Beside of the pool? But if the murder took place there, it would be difficult to say the Orca did it. Yeah, I realize you're trying to defend your client, but that theory is preposterous. How could 300 coins possibly be made to hit someone all at once? It would be pretty easy if they were in a bag or something of that nature. And so where is this bag of the coins were in? Unfortunately, Your Honor, we recovered nothing of the sort from the scene. It's possible the culprit took it with them. They took it? The true culprit used the coins as a blunt instrument to commit murder. They then threw the body into the pool before the security cameras started up. And then they left, taking the bag of coins. The bag the coins were in with them. They got rid of the evidence that points to a human culprit to pin the blame on Orla. There we go. That was brilliant, Mr. Wright. We found a way to introduce the possibility of a human predator. That's not predator. Perpetrator. Oh my god. Yeah. Somehow. Let's hope my luck holds out. I wonder why Percival Blackwell hasn't said anything. There's a possibility of a perpetrator other than the defendant has now been suggested. But if we hold this possibility to be true, then what did Mr. Bloom witness? That's right! I said the killer whale attacked the victim! Just like it did a year ago, singing a song. I guess there still is that. Even if somebody else is the culprit, Orla's behavior still seems pretty bizarre. I wonder why she was doing the same thing she did a year ago. But is it really that bizarre? What do you mean? To explain all the inexplainable, all we have to do is turn our thinking around. Turn our thinking around, huh? It sounds good to me. I have to give the old turn my thinking around method a try. Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same thing she did a year ago, I should consider the results that were produced by her behavior this time around. Orla sang a song, did some headbutts, and bit the victim. If the real culprit wanted to shift the suspicion onto Orla, then they would have needed to give people a reason to think Orla did it in the first place. Mr. Wright, as her lawyer, how do you explain your client's actions? I believe we should think of it in this way, Your Honor. What kind of effect did Orla's actions have on the case? Very well. Now why don't you explain it for the court? How did the defendant's action affect the case? Created a witness. זה לא נראה הגיוני, וזה אנחנו רוצים להתחמק מזה, אז created a witness. Mr. Plume focused her attention on the orca pool because she heard the song. The orca's act of singing a song created a witness. Created a witness? Is it impossible that fabricating a witness was the real culprit's true intention? After all, Mr. Plume witnessed two things. She saw Orla headbutt something out over and over, and then she saw the orca bite the victim. Those two actions of Orla's might have been the real culprit's plot to make the witness think the orca was attacking the victim. Are you saying that the defendant was being manipulated by the true perpetrator? Exactly. And that would explain Orla's actions perfectly. But the defendant is an orca. Is it even possible to manipulate her? Yeah. Yes, there is a way to manipulate Orla's behavior. With this.
Take that!
Is there a whistle? Yes, Your Honor. Chairs at the aquarium use whistles to issue commands to Orla. But in truth, anyone can do it, provided they know the right signals. Ah, that must be how they get Orla to do tricks for their pirate shows. The true culprit hid the body in a spot that couldn't be seen from the visitor's corridor. Then, when Mr. Plume appeared, they gave Orla the commands. In other words, Orla was manipulated by the culprit to perform a series of tricks. What? And as for you, Mr. Plume, you were manipulated by the true culprit to play the part of the witness. Norbert the Plume, was set up. Norbert the Plume, rather extraordinary. Oh my god. Was used? No. Oh my god! Oh boy. אוקיי, לפחות עדיין יש דפקתי. תודה לאל שהראש שלו נפלו, oh my god. Mr. Plume, please do something about your attire. That was one wardrobe malfunction I did not want to see. מסכים ומחזק, what the fuck. It would appear we need to shift our suspicion towards someone other than Orla. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have the blood-stained coin analyzed. You waste your breath. I guess even Prosecutor Blackwell can refute the possibility of a human suspect. You did it, boss! If the crime happened beside the pool, there's no way an orca could have done it. Now, if we could find the bag the coins were in. In light of the new discovery, it would appear that the orca couldn't have done it. Exactly, Your Honor. If the blood on the coin proves to be that of the victim, we can unequivocally overturn Orla's accusation.
Objection!
Ma. I know. Overturn the defendant's accusation. I think not. Ah! Beautiful! Oh my god. אני לא ראיתי כלום. Yesterday, a new inmate was brought into the prison. He said, the moment you relax is when you're most vulnerable. And what did this man go in for? He was merely a sneaky thief who enjoys a spot of fishing now and then. But right down here would be easier to hook than any fish. The hawk sure does love the judge's head. Oh! What's this? A coin from before and some sort of bag? A bag? I don't think I'm gonna like this. This is the coin bag the 300 coins were in. I believe you were looking for this. How did you get that? I never said we didn't find it at the crime scene. The bag had blood on it, so naturally I had to send it to the crime lab. And does the blood belong to the victim? It does indeed. As does the blood on the coin. I knew it. So the blood on the coin did belong to the victim. The bag was open and the coins had all spilled out. But the bag alone wasn't proof enough to say that it was used as a murder weapon. However, thanks to the defense and their coin, I am more than satisfied that it was. Prosecutor Blackwell, are you conceding that the true culprit that committed the murder with the true culprit committed the murder with the bag of coins? I shall concede that the victim was put into the pool after his death. However, even with the bag, it doesn't change the fact that it was the Orca that killed the victim. What? How can you still suspect Orla? You said that the true culprit manipulated Orla's behavior. But Orla isn't the kind of Orca that would let someone control her. If anything, Orla used the victim's behavior against him to murder him. What? But... are you arguing that the Orca manipulated a human being? As Mefabak. Tick. To prove it, I have summoned another witness. Marlon Rhymes! Take the stand. Marlon? Marlon Rhymes is a witness? What? Well, don't just stand there. State your name. Told you I don't wanna be a witness. I thought one witness would be quite enough to prove the defendant's guilt. But apparently right Donald won't be satisfied until every stone is turned. Well, son of a... Alright, fine. If I gotta talk, then let's get this over with. Mr. Rhymes doesn't seem like a willing witness. I wonder what Prosecutor Blackwell is going to have him testify about. So could we have your name and occupation for the record, witness? Oh boy. Ahoy, ho, 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 ho. People of the law, time to testify. Chilling with my crew at the ship. Orcas, penguins, and the ships. Clinging and feeding, there's no end. But the damn bloody kid stores I shall transcend. No animal keeper from the house of rhymes. I'm the master keeper, Marlon with the rhymes. Oh my god. Oh my. I'm afraid I can't understand a word you said. Is that flip-flop music young people nowadays like? לא, זה נראה לי רוק. So close, Your Honor. So close. And yet so far. Please proceed with your testimony, witness, without the flip-flop. Okay, fine. I don't want to do this, I tell you. I feel like I'm selling Sasha. Sasha? What? About 10 a.m. I was in the staff room. I heard a loud noise from the pool room. So I went to the door to look in. I couldn't see the captain or the Orca, but I saw a bunch of coins go around. The Orca knows there's a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up there and hit the captain. That gives a little more info about the area around the Orca pool. Okay. The defendant made the stuff fall down. Overturned crates and assorted props were scattered all over the pool floor. The pool room floor. Fina. There's no doubt I was the Orca that caused the mess. I was that big of a Fina. Could she really have done that from within the pool? As I said, the Orca's the only one that could have performed such a feat. The pool and its room were tidied the night before, including various odds and ends. But within our rimming, Marlon took a look-see over the 400 pounds of props had fallen. To move it all in one go would challenge even the brawny prisoner in the cell next to mine. Zabi Galafina! What is he? The jail gossip? So, how did 400 pounds of items fall all at once? I'll tell you how. The Orca pulled on the cloth that was underneath them. A weight that would be all but impossible for a human to move. Was child's play to an Orca. During a friendly game of volleyball, the defender made the crates fall. And a bag of coins among the items fell on the victim's head and killed him. The Orca then toyed with the victim's body underwater, which is what Mr. Plume saw.
Objection!
But the witness only said he heard a loud noise. That doesn't automatically make it the sound of Orla making the items fall. Also, why did you only look in on the pool room anyway, Mr. Rhymes? The Orca sometimes makes a loud noise to summon her China. But I'm still a newbie, so I don't have a security guard to get into the pool room yet. So even if she tries to summon somebody, there isn't much I can do about it. I see. So the witness couldn't enter the crime scene.
Objection!
If Mr. Rhymes couldn't enter the room, there's at least one thing he can't be sure about. His statement that the Orca was playing volleyball is purely speculation.
Silence!
Whether the Orca was actually playing volleyball or not, this is not the issue. Traces of the orca's saliva were found in the cloth that was underneath the crates. The important point is that the orca is the only one who could have moved the items. I have to discredit that statement somehow. And if I don't, it'll mean that Orla is the culprit, even if the victim died beside the pool. האמת אני רגע צריך לעשות be right back. אז אני כבר חוזר, אני רגע צריך לעשות משהו. אוקיי, חזרתי. מצטער על זה. ויאללה, בוא נמשיך כבר. Best was I was in the staff room. זה שקר! זה obvious! בגלל פרל.
Objection!
אוקיי, תודה רבה, אבל לא חייב לקרוא כל. You say you were in the staff room, but is that really true? course it's true. Why would I lie about a thing like that? Mr. Rhymes, have you ever seen this calendar before? Hey, that's... I see you recognize it. Yeah, that's the rifle calendar. It's a big hit at the Ship Aquarium gift shop. Thank you for shopping at Ship Shape. Mr. Rhymes, please refrain from scattering fish around the witness stand. Not to worry, your boldness. Taka will have them cleaned up in no time. Oh, okay. Then you'll hold. I guess that bird comes in handy now and then. Right, Mr. Wright. We have seen all of your cute souvenir. Now, if you wouldn't mind... זה של מרלין! הקלנדר הזה הוא של מרלין, וזה היה אחרי הסוויץ' שיש איתו עם פרל. No, Your Honor, this isn't my calendar. It was originally the witnesses, but it came into the possession of a certain young lady. What? Mr. Rhymes and this young lady first met each other in the food prep room. After a mishap, their calendars got switched around. They ran into each other at about 10 a.m. in the food prep room. So clearly the witness was not in the staff room. In other words, there's no way he could have heard the noise in the pool upstairs. What's this? This is the first I'm hearing about any calendar. That's because Mr. Rhymes and Pearls were keeping it a secret. You lied to me! This transgression will not go unpunished. Oh, Mr. Rhymes, you didn't hear the noise of the equipment falling after all, did you? Okay, I admit it. I didn't hear the noise in the Orca pool room myself. But somebody told me about it. Who told you about it? Sasha? It was, Unless you tell the truth, Mr. Rhymes, I can't save Orla. And I'm sure you know how sad that would make Miss Buckler. Where the hell get Sasha? I heard about it. From Sasha. What? From Miss Buckler? But that doesn't make any sense! What is going on here? Now it's the trainer's own words that drive the Orca into a corner. How do you like being bitten by your own client, right, Dono? I certainly didn't see this coming. What perfect timing. There was something I wanted to ask Miss Buckler about the Orca. The prosecution calls the trainer Miss Sasha Buckler to the stand. Yes, I suppose it would be a good idea to hear what the Orca's trainer has to say. He didn't say about Imola. I don't know what Sasha's going to say. I'll just have to meet it head on, whatever it is. We'll take a 20-minute recess while the witness is summoned. בבקשה שזה to be continued, זה כבר נהיה מעייף. אוקיי, תודה רבה. לפחות עכשיו ה to be continued לא מעצבן. אז יופי, זה יהיה המשך של פארט 2 של הטרייל, that's fine. אין לי בעיה עם זה. אז זה יהיה הסם של הפרק של היום. יותר קצר אבל יותר מעניין, אז כן. כאן ירין, ניפגש בסרטון על הבא שאני גם גיימס, מקווה שנהנתם, וירין, אאוט. ביי חברים, מקווה שאתם נהנים.